Meet the Rookies is brought to you by PNC, the official bank of the Bears.
I made 3 total trips to Iowa City this past season, 2 school visits, and then also went to a game mid-season as well. And that's pretty typical for a Power 5 school. And James is a guy that you don't have to really try hard to get on your radar because he was such a big recruit coming out of high school. He was a big-time recruit, had offers from Ohio State, Alabama, ended up going to Iowa for a number of reasons. He had a really strong connection with the coaching staff, and obviously Coach Ferentz and those guys do a great job there. And also his older brother, LaShawn, was at Iowa.
My brother, he was always my biggest role model. He was 2 years older than me, so we never played football together until high school. But I always looked up to him. He really didn't recruit me to Iowa, but he just told me, if you come here, you become the best player you could become. And the way Coach Ferentz, how they develop players at Iowa, I thought it'd be best for me if I went there.
There's a close bond there. And I think just the fact that LaShawn had a good experience, I think that allowed us to get in the door with James. I think it helped us a great deal because James is very, very talented. We usually don't get guys quite of his caliber, at least to come to our place. Starting with Ohio State, because his dad played at Ohio State and had a really nice career there. So, you couldn't discount that. Basically, everybody in the country would have loved to have him, and but it just worked out. And it was a really good day when we found out he was coming to Iowa.
He's from Northeast Ohio, really good football background, Warren Harding High School, to Iowa, which is a program that is known for developing linemen. They do as good a job of any collegiate program with the way they teach the fundamentals of the game. What's unusual for James is he was playing center at Iowa with that skill set. I think what happens a lot of times at the college level is your best offensive lineman will play offensive tackle. It was unusual to see a player with his skill set, his athletic ability, his knowledge of football playing center. Guys that have power, guys that like contact and have athleticism and movement, there's not a lot of them in every draft. There's only a few offensive linemen that possess these traits in every draft, and this is a guy that has it, and this is one of the main reasons we were so drawn to this player.
I think first time I saw him was in 10th grade, and I thought he was pretty good back then, and I was wondering why we didn't offer him right away. First thing that comes to mind for me is very athletic, and the other part about him, he's extremely young. He's not even 21 yet, so I was one of the younger players we've ever had go to the NFL.
He was on the field as an 18-year-old. He has a huge ceiling. Again, he didn't redshirt, came in as a true freshman and played, which is rare at Iowa. We're really excited about where he is right now, but we're even more excited about where he's going to be in the next 4 or 5 years.
Being 20 years old, that really doesn't mean anything because, when people line up against you, you can be 20 or 35, they're trying to beat you. So my age really doesn't have a factor. So I knew the NFL advisory committee, they gave me a 2nd round grade, and they said that I should go in the top half of the first. Picks started coming off the board, and I'm I started getting frustrated. Why aren't any teams calling me?
We had him as a 1st round player. You never know. Every team's going to have different. They're going to have their choice of flavors with the interior lineman. It's just one of those things. You hope he's there, but based on our grades, based on where we saw the top 32 players in the draft, we definitely weren't anticipating him being there.
You just kind of cross your fingers that you can get a guy that you're really fired up about. And we were fortunate that James was there in the 2nd round.
Hello? Felt my phone vibrate 2-3 times. I knew it was a phone call, and I picked it up and it said Lake Forest area code, and I was like, all right, bet. This has to be the Bears. And then I picked it up, it was Coach Nagy.
You ready to be a Bear or what? Hey, you there, James? Let me ask you one more time. You ready to be a Chicago Bear?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You got me now, huh?
The Chicago Bears select James Daniels, center, Iowa.
They get the opportunity to go to a good pro organization like the Bears. That's an exciting thing. I think James, especially again with his youth, it's really exciting to think where he might be here in a couple of years.
We knew right away he was a player that could add value to the Chicago Bears. If he does everything on his end, as far as preparation, taking care of his body, learning to be a pro. We expect him to be a high-level starter in the NFL at guard or center.
I love playing the sport. I love being in the locker room with the guys. And if I come in here, if I don't do what I need to do, if I don't stay focused, if I'm doing dumb stuff off the field, it doesn't matter how high my ceiling can be. I just realize, like, when I get on the field or when I'm in meetings or weight room or whatever, that I just need to become serious and focus on what I need to do.